I'll admit everybody and start recording, and then you can take it away, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much.
Recording in progress.
Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. This is our first PIC meeting of 2023, so welcome everybody. So we'll get right into it. We have a relatively short agenda today, but lots of good stuff to talk about. So with that, I will call to order the Public Improvement Commission hearing of January 12th, 2023. Mr. Lyman, please take a roll call.
Certainly. Would the representative from the Public Works Department please state his or her name?
Yasha Franklin Hahn.
Property Management?
Joseph Callahan.
Transportation Department?
Amy Gordon.
Water and Sewer Commission?
Denise Devlin.
Disabilities Commission?
Sarah Leon.
And my understanding is that a rep from ISD is not available today, but we do have quorum.
Excellent, thank you very much. First order of business is hearing minutes at the request of the Public Improvement Commission staff, the acceptance of the minutes of the PIC hearing held on December 15th, 2022. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of December 15th, 2022.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed or abstain? So moved. All right. On to new business, and we have only new business today. There are no public hearings today. So our first item is new business one, the 10 Walnut Street, Boston proper, specific repairs on a petition by 10 Walnut LLC. Would the presenters please introduce themselves, their affiliations, and provide us a brief overview of the project, after which we will open it up for the commissioners and then any members of the public for questions and comments.
Hi, good morning. My name is Timothy Burke. I have a business address of 142 Berkeley Street in Boston. I'm the architect for the project, and with me today is Christine Ciati, who represents the building, the ownership of the building, and Aaron Joyce, who is our engineer for the project. The proposed work is to replace and repair a bluestone slab sidewalk in front of 10 Walnut Street. The bluestone became damaged after the parking was rearranged on the street to switch from one side to the other, and cars have continually hit the edge of the bluestone that has no curb. So we went to the Architectural Commission and received permission to add a granite curb to protect the edge of the bluestone, which is susceptible to damage from the end, and replace the bluestone that's been damaged, as well as keep 3 of the panels that are still intact. And we feel that the work will be a huge improvement, because certainly right now the sidewalk is really dangerous because of the damage from the cars. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have about it.
Commissioners, and if anyone would like to see plans, I'm sure we can pull those up if needed. But commissioners, any questions, comments? PIC staff?
Tim or Aaron, if you could just show the plan briefly, just for the record. If you can't pull it up, I'm sure Ashley or I could grab it.
Is that easy for you, Aaron, to do? I can grab it if you'd like. It'll just take me a second here. Okay, I have it on my screen. I'll share it now. Okay, can everyone see the drawing here?
Yes, we can.
Great. So this shows the existing plan of the sidewalk and the elevation of the building. It's a 3-unit condominium. And there have been some pieces that have been patched here in the past with asphalt and concrete, and those are in poor condition. And then you see where it joins brick sidewalk on either end, and that's also where the existing granite curb terminates. And then this is the proposed plan where you see new granite curb along Walnut Street, and then these would be the bluestone panels. These 3 panels here will be replaced. We'll salvage those, and then there'll be new bluestone for these other panels that will match the existing bluestone panels. We had requested some bollards along here, but the Architectural Commission didn't want to see bollards. So
Todd, do we need? Oh, excuse me. Do we need to see the actual specific repairs plans? This is actually helpful to see the elevations, but I believe we have a sort of a slightly different formal plan that's under consideration.
Yes.
Slightly different format, I should say.
I can share that if you would like to see that.
Okay.
Yeah, the engineered plan should be shown if possible. That'd be great.
All right.
Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, so let me see. I can zoom in here. My. Oh man. Sorry guys. I don't have my other mouse, so I can't scroll zoom. I'd like to zoom in so you can see this, but I don't.
There we go.
Yeah, that's good. Yes.
Thank you, sorry.
Nope, no problem. I got you.
Excellent, thank you. Commissioners, PAC staff, any questions, comments here?
I'm all set on this.
And take the opportunity to say if any members of the public want to comment on anything, please use the raise hand function within Zoom, which I believe you can find under, actually, I'm not sure where you can find that.
The reaction.
Enabled. Reactions, thank you, under reactions. All right, hearing none, seeing no raised hands, I think we are good. Would the proponent be ready for a public hearing on January 26th, which is our next PIC meeting?
Yes.
All right, excellent. Well, we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
All right, on to new business item number 2, Columbus Avenue, West Canton Street, Appleton Street, Boston proper, specific repairs and a joint petition by Friends of Cripe Park and the City of Boston Public Works Department. Would the presenters please introduce themselves, their affiliations, and give us an overview of what's being proposed?
All right. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Thank you. Good morning, Chairman and members of the Commission. My name is Jeffrey Alexis with the City of Boston Public Works Engineering Division, and I'm joined here by our design consultants, Mike Doobie and Dave Andrews from GPI. In order to introduce this joint petition with the Friends of Cripe Park for the Cripe Park Plaza improvements at the intersection of Columbus Ave, West Canton Street, and Appleton Street. The Friends of Cripe Park, who will be maintaining this plaza, where we make improvements to, site furniture, lighting, pergolas. With that, I'll turn it over to GPI to kind of get in more to details of the improvements that we're proposing.
Thanks, Jeff. My name is Michael Doobie with GPI, as Jeff mentioned, and we're working with the city on the reconstruction of Cripe Park, as shown on the screen. This scope of work includes revitalization of this area, removing the existing planter and sidewalks, installation of new brick sidewalks with decorative banding, planters within the area with curb and with garden rail mounted on top of it, landscaping elements including trees and shrubs within these planter areas, an irrigation system for the planters, which includes a metered service connection, a dry well for stormwater management, some street lighting improvements, site furniture including trash receptacles, game tables, seating, and pergolas, and site lighting with throughout the site, which is tied to the pergolas. The project has been submitted as, through BWSC for the site plan approval for the meter connection, and a draft LMI has also been submitted as part of this process for the maintenance of the park. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that anyone has.
Oh, good morning, Michael.
Go right ahead.
I'm
Denise.
sorry, Chair.
No. Go, Denise, please.
Thank you, appreciate it. Good morning, Michael and Jeffrey. This is Denise Devlin from Boston Water and Sewer. I just have a quick question. When did you, if you don't mind me asking, when did you submit the site plan to us?
We submitted the site plan, I believe, last Thursday through the online share portal, and we had also just received the approval for a street numbering form from ISD as well, which was submitted.
Okay, great, thank you.
Can you talk a little bit more about the lighting that's being proposed here, whether this is using city standard fixtures, whether these are proprietary fixtures, and what the expectations are for maintenance and repair of the lighting system here?
Yeah, sure. So there's two parts to that question. There has been coordination with both the street lighting division to improve the lighting and provide some underground infrastructure for the light poles on Appleton Street, which are shown here, this black dot and this black dot. So that's the street lighting side of it. Within the site, there are proposed lighting fixtures that are proprietary, which will be mounted on the pergola structures that are, I believe will be maintained by the Friends of Craig Park. That's being worked through as part of the draft maintenance agreement. That'll be kind of developed as part of this process, or finalized as part of this process.
Okay, excellent, thank you. Commissioners, other questions, comments? PSC staff?
Michael mentioned that the maintenance agreement is in the works. We do have some conversations I need to have regarding that document. I know that I've had conversations with Chung, and I know that Chung is in the process of reviewing the current draft. So that'll need to be worked out. But beyond that, I think we're in a pretty good place with all of this. I will mention this area is completely within the public right-of-way. The intention at this time is for this to remain public right-of-way. There were at one point conversations about possibly discontinuing this area and ceding control to the Parks Department permanently. We have kind of determined that might not be feasible at this time because of there's quite a bit of existing subsurface utility infrastructure here. So just to reiterate, this is right of way. It's going to remain right of way, at least for now. And the action in front of the PIC is just considering specific repairs.
Excellent. Members of the public, any questions, comments? All right, will you be ready for your public hearing in 2 weeks on January 26th?
Yes.
All right, we will see you back then. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all.
All right, on to new business number 3, Arboretum Road, West Roxbury, specific repairs on a joint petition by the City of Boston Transportation Department, the City of Boston Parks and Recreation Department, the City of Boston Public Works Department, and the Arnold Arboretum. Would the presenters please introduce themselves and their affiliations and provide a brief overview of what is proposed here?
Thank you very much. This is Charlotte Fleetwood. I'm the planner with the Boston Transportation Department. And we're joined by Hannah Carlton from Horsley Witten, as well as Jen Rell-Stab from Horsley Witten, and Danny Schisler from the Arnold Arboretum. And if it's okay, I'd like to share my screen and give some context and overview, and then we can take a closer look at the plans. Is everybody seeing the presentation?
Yes.
Okay. So this project, or what we're going to be reviewing today, is this small orange area, and it's part of a larger project to create a new gateway entry into the Arnold Arboretum from the end of Arboretum Road through an existing tunnel, and then connecting to some existing Arboretum paths. This is sort of a close-up of the tunnel area, and the first phase of this project includes the PIC area plus the path underneath the tunnel that's shaded out here. This is just a photograph of what the area looked like at the beginning of the project. We had some funds from DCR Trails to clean it up a little bit. The MBTA was kind enough to remove a shed and also a buried car. And this is sort of basically what it looks like now. People have been using it for a while, especially during COVID, so there is definitely a desire line to go through this gateway. This is just an image of a public meeting back in 2019 when we started the project. We had a public event that got very rained out, but we proceeded anyway and had some people come through and some entertainment. We also did a street mural in coordination with that public event, and you can see Puritan Ice Cream there. And I believe there's someone from the public representing Puritan Ice Cream. So this is, again, just sort of a close-up of the area. And the area that is in the public right-of-way includes granite piers and stone walls at the entrance, some bollards, catch basin, some signage, and some bike racks. And these are the PIC plans, specific repair plans showing this design in more detail. And I guess I'll just pause there to see if there are any questions or comments.
Commissioners?
Well, good morning, Charlotte. This is Denise Devlin from Boston Water and Sewer. We just had a couple of small comments. So on that sheet, the sheet one you have there, this is in regards to the catch basin you have proposed. We just want to make sure it's within our right of way, and you're going to be doing the roadway first. That was number 2, and then number 3, we just want to make sure we have a do not dump plaque there. It'll be there on the cobblestone.
We can definitely include the do not dump plaque. The catch basin is within the city's right-of-way, and we've been coordinating with Public Works on the roadway project. They're both slated for construction this year, so we need to work together on that. And the catch basin itself is actually going to be done as part of the roadway project, is my understanding. I'm actually going to ask Jen or Hannah to confirm that.
That is correct. All utility infrastructure will be completed as part of PWD's Arboretum Road improvements.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any plan to install a trash or recycling receptacles in this area, and if so, who would maintain them?
I believe the answer to that is no. Yeah, we're not planning any trash receptacles. We are working on a maintenance agreement with the Arnold Arboretum for day-to-day maintenance. So they would do snow removal and sort of general trash removal. I don't know if Danny wants to say anything about trash and the Arboretum's policies on trash receptacles.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, so I'm Danny Schisler, Arnold Arboretum. Our intention would be to maintain the hardscape area and the right-of-way area as well as the rest of the entrance, and that would mean weekly collection of trash. If we do find that trash is becoming a recurring issue, it is very likely that, after construction and installation, at some point we would install a trash can to match the nice receptacles we have in the Arboretum at this entrance, and we would own and maintain that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think the Disabilities Commission would just like to confirm the compliance of the cobble area, making sure that's not a barrier to folks. If there's any design detail that can be shown to ensure that that area is smooth.
I'll speak to that. We do have a detail on plans. I don't. It's I think I want to say sheet 5 or 6, but the cobbles will be mortared accordingly. We have, I know Charlotte can probably mention this, we have been in coordination and have had the plans reviewed already a couple of times on the cobble. I know that is a concern. And the ADA requirements will be met through the installation such that it's, again, will be mortared together. And I think any thresholds will be limited in length as well to limit any significant impacts there. But the intent actually with the threshold is also to indicate a change in material and location. So that and consistency with some of the other Arboretum entrances.
I think maybe if we could talk offline between new business and the public hearing, just to make sure that the Disabilities Commission is on the same page, and just to talk that out a little bit, and to spend some time with the construction detail.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll make sure you have a set of plans and we can schedule a meeting to review it with the design team.
Great, thank you.
Other questions or comments from members of the commission? Yeah, I see staff.
No, I'll just mention that I really appreciate the project and the Arboretum working with us. Establishing a maintenance partner for improvements like this are critical, and I think Charlotte has done a really good job of making sure that we have somebody who can take on the maintenance of the non-standard items that are being installed here. So kudos to the project team. I do see Dennis has a hand raised. So Dennis, go ahead. I'm all set.
Okay, thank you very much. To be clear, I don't want there to be any misunderstandings. I am not here to represent Puritan Ice Cream as a business. However, as a board member of the Rosendale Business Group, I did volunteer to attend and gather information. I did have communication with people in the project in the last 24 hours, and some of the comments exchanged led me to believe that there may be some misunderstanding about Puritan Ice Cream and its business operation. The comment was maybe they would benefit from additional weekend traffic going through here. The fact is Puritan Ice Cream moved here in 1908, and they are a commercial wholesaler of ice cream products. They do not have a retail or a sit-down facility. They are not a restaurateur or a cafe. Sadly, there are a lot of food delivery websites that think this and have listed them, and that's not the case. This is a heavy commercial zone, and Puritan alone has its own delivery trucks in and out, very large refrigerated trucks. It receives tankers with cream and various other products throughout the day, not to mention certain customers that come in to pick up their product as supplements that are not taken by delivery. This particular project for this entrance into the Arboretum is well supported in Rosendale. I think it's going to be very good for the public to have. My concern here is if the plans do not include appropriate and prolific signage, that you are moving into a commercial industrial zone with heavy trucks, there could be a safety issue. I am concerned about that, and I'm hoping that the designers will take that into consideration so that new people that decide to use this, not the current people currently using it, but once this opens, that they will understand this. This is going to be a learning, trend for both the businesses there and for the user public. I'd also point out there's a lot of parking on this street, which narrows things down to one lane. And basically, I can confirm to you from my personal observations that these people are parking there and walking to Forest Hill Station, since there is little to no parking in that area for people that commute into Boston. So these are the only things I wanted to add, is that it is not a business that is generally open to public. As a good neighbor gesture, they sometimes will supply people with ice cream if you want a large 3-gallon tub for your backyard party. But there is no retail operation there whatsoever. And they've been operating there for decades, since 1908, with large trucks coming in and out. This is going to be a learning experience for them and for the public. And please do put signage in. I think that's one of the best things that could be considered here. And as noted, it's a well-respected and long-coming project that everybody in Rosendale is looking for. And thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comments, Mr. Kirkpatrick. And I will say, I'll happy to let anyone else respond, but there is a parallel project to this, which is the Public Works reconstruction of Arboretum Road. And it is certainly my hope and expectation that as part of that, recognizing that this is, in fact, that this road is now a gateway into the Arboretum, that there will be work done to put in place appropriate sidewalks, separation of people on foot from vehicles, including large trucks, and an organization brought to the street that helps keep everybody safe by making clear who's where and ensuring that there's appropriate space for all the different activities to happen. So I think some of the concerns that you raised are well taken, and we will aim to resolve those in the design process for the accompanying project of Arboretum Road. But anybody else who'd like to respond to that, please feel free.
Well, I guess I'll only say we kind of love the fact that Puritan Ice Cream is there, because it's a landmark that everybody knows. So whenever we try to explain where the project is, we say it's down the road from Puritan Ice Cream. So yeah, I think it was more my wish that maybe Puritan would do retail, but I understand that that's not your business model, or it's not their business model. So, but thank you for your comments.
Perhaps for a groundbreaking or an opening celebration, they'll participate. So
That's possible, sir. If you work with them, maybe they could accommodate you with something.
Excellent. So hearing no other comments or questions, are the proponents comfortable that they'll be ready for a public hearing in 2 weeks?
I think we need to meet with the Commission for Persons with Disabilities, but if we can reach agreement on the design with them, then we would plan to come back. So if you could hold it, that would be great.
Yeah, we will plan for you to be on the agenda on the 26th, and if that does not work, we will put you on a future agenda. So,
thank you.
Perfect. All right, we'll see you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, on to new business number 4, 425 Border Street, Falcon Street, East Boston, grant of location on a petition by Eversource Energy. Would the proponents please introduce themselves, their affiliations, and walk us through what is being proposed.
Hi, good morning. I'm Katie Flaherty, and I'm here with my supervisor, Kelly Carrera. And Eversource Electric is requesting to install conduit from an existing manhole on Border Street and a new manhole on Falcon Street to private property, which then will supply electric service to 425 Border Street. And I can show you the plan. Can you see the plan?
We can.
Okay, so here's the manhole. This is where we're going to install conduit. This would be the new manhole to the private property. And it would supply electric service to 425 Border Street.
Commissioners, comments, questions? PIC staff, members of the public?
No, all set on this one.
All right, easy enough. So will you be ready to come back in 2 weeks on the 26th for your public hearing?
Yes. Yes, we are.
All right, great. We will see you then.
Thank you.
Thank you. On to new business number 5, 188 Bay State Road, Granby Street, Boston proper, granted location on a petition by Verizon New England Incorporated. Would the petitioners please introduce themselves, their affiliations, and give us a brief overview of what is being proposed?
Good morning, Commission. My name is James Day Toronto. I'm representing Verizon New England. I'm just going to share my screen really quick. And hopefully you can see that. Verizon is petitioning to place approximately 400 feet of conduit with a city shadow included from Verizon manhole 587B at the intersection of Granby Street and Bay State Road to proposed handhole, shared use handhole to be placed by Extenet Systems. Are there any questions?
Commissioners? PIC staff, members of the public?
Sorry. James, can you just confirm that this is to service a new DAS antenna to be placed on a streetlight?
That's correct.
Thank you.
All right. Hearing no questions or comments, we'd be ready to come back in 2 weeks on the 26th.
Yep, we'll be ready.
All right, we will see you then.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And with that, we have reached the end of our brief agenda. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, so moved. See you all in a couple of weeks. Thank you very much.
Thank you.